Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, let's see one of the most commonly asked interview question, that is how to find if a given string is palindrome or not. Okay, so what is palindrome? So whenever you put a string in reverse order, right, it should spell the same. For example, madam, M-A-D-A-M, when you spell it in reverse, it is a palindrome. Similarly, radar, R-A-D-A-R, when you spell it out in reverse, it is a palindrome. So whenever you spell a string in reverse, if it spells same, then it means that the given string is palindrome. All right, so here in this video I have used both Python and Java to coding language to find if a given string is palindrome or not. Okay, I will start with Python. So to start with, I will declare a string. Maybe I will use the example of madam. Yeah, and then first the logic is, first if you want to find string is palindrome or not, you have to first identify the reverse of a string. All right, so how do you identify reverse of string in Python is, there are many ways in which you can identify reverse of string, but I'm going to use a very basic, simple method to find reverse of string in Python. In Python, you have a beautiful operation in which you can achieve a reverse of string in a single line of code. Okay, so I can show you that. So the string is yes. So there is something called slicing operator. Okay, so slicing operator helps you in identifying the reverse of a string. So whenever I provide the index as -1, it will go in a reverse order. So with this single line of code, I can easily achieve reverse of a string. So now let me print and see what's that value of val. Yeah, see, as simple as that. So now my reverse of string is easily printed. So once this is done, now what I can do is, I'm gonna check if the given string is palindrome or not. I'm gonna write a basic if statement. So if s is equal to pal, then print palindrome, palindrome, else print not a palindrome. Right, so as simple as that. So here I am when I run this. Yeah, so now given, since the given string is palindrome, it is printing me what is, it is going into my first loop. All right, my first if loop. So for example, I will provide different string, say python. What happens now? The given string is not a palindrome. All right, so this is how this is a simple example of how to find if a given string is palindrome or not using Python. Okay, so now since we're done with Python, I will quickly jump onto my IntelliJ IDEA to depict this example in Java. Right, so yeah, I'm gonna use the same logic here. Basically, first identify the reverse of a string, and use a if condition to identify if the given string is palindrome or not. Okay, so since first I will declare strings, I will call it a string input equal to madam. Okay, so madam. So now I want to store my output variable, output into some variable, right? So I'm gonna just declare a empty string called string output equal to, right. So this, yeah. So first, I have, since I have to identify reverse of string, I have to iterate through each and every character in a string, right? So you cannot simply loop through this string. So in order to loop through this string, you have to convert into an iterable element. So here in this example, I'm gonna convert it into a character array. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna convert this input into a character array. So input dot to character array. So once this is done, for I have to loop through the string, right? So I have to loop the character array. So int I equal to, so I have to start from the last character of my string. So it should be sample dot length minus one. So since index um, starts with zero, the last element will be minus one. So for int I equal to sample dot length minus one, and I have to increment my loop greater than or equal to zero. Sorry, I have to decrement my, so since we start with the final string, so we have to provide I minus minus, so it will go in the reverse order. So finally, yeah, now I have now I have added a for loop to loop through the string in the reverse order. So now finally I have to print it. So I'm gonna print it, input. So to character at, so what's my value? It's I, yeah. So finally I'm printing it. So now let's print and see if the reverse order is printing correctly or not. So now let me print this output, and now let me run and see this. Mm, so it's loading, give it a second. Yeah, now my reverse of a string is printed successfully. As simple as that. So finally now I have to add if condition to say verify if the given string is palindrome or not. So what I'm gonna do is if so what's my input value? Input dot equals what is it? Output. All right. So if my input value and my output values are matching, then print the uh, then print the given string is palindrome, or else palindrome. All right. Else print it is not a palindrome. Not a palindrome. Right. So yeah, now I'm done. Now let me run this. Now the string madam is a palindrome. Yeah, now it is printed. It is a palindrome or not. So let me try with another example for Python. Now let's run and see what happens. Yeah, now I've entered the string as Python, which is actually not a palindrome. So it prints not a palindrome. All right. So this is how you find if a given string is palindrome or not using both Python and Java. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.